Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Do you guys like the new fit? I might change it up every video until I like something, but so far I really like this fit. So let me know in the comments if you agree. Last week we created Etoile's yard. It turned out so cute. I'll leave a link to that video in the time cards on top if you missed out on that video. But in today's video, we will be decorating yet another villager yard, and that's Flora's yard. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. So here is the area that I will be decorating. I will be creating a water hole with some flamingos everywhere, and Flora's house will be right back here. I will also be adding a staircase for easy access. So let's go ahead and start the build. I've been wanting to create a water hole ever since I started this island, and obviously the perfect villager for the water hole is Flora. Although she's an ostrich, to me she's a flamingo. And I also been wanting to do a spiralpond, but in the last minute before I started creating this build, I was like, why don't I just combine the two together and create a water hole but in a spiralpond? So that is what we're going to create here. So creating the spiralpond is pretty easy when you have a guide, which is what I'm creating right now. I'm using the middle piece of the path to let me know that this is the piece of the ground that I will not be terraforming at all. This is the piece that I will be walking around the spiralpond, so this is a very important piece. Now the corner pieces are the pieces that I will be terraforming, but only terraforming half of it, and I like using the corner pieces of the path because it's half filled, so it's a perfect piece for me to use to indicate which ones I will be half terraforming. So here's how your guide should look. It's already looking like a spiralpond. Now take your terraforming tool and only terraform the areas that do not have the custom designs on it. So all of the green grass has to go. Doing this will make terraforming the half pieces a lot easier later, trust me. I know this is sped up, but I honestly only took about like 6 minutes in real life to terraform this whole thing. The only thing that might take you the longest is to try to figure out where exactly you want to place this on your island, but honestly anywhere on your island will look beautiful. I also created a tutorial on this a while ago, but I decided to redo it because it has been a while since then. It's been like about a year and some change, and when I first created the spiralpond, I did not see any tutorials on how to create this, so I had to design it myself, and it was super hard doing this freehand, and that's why I started to use this method. It's more work, but it's definitely worth it. So here is how it looks. Now all you have to do is carve out all of the corner pieces. So now that you carved out all of the green pieces first, carving out the corner pieces will be a whole lot easier. The only thing now that you have to do is remove the custom designs that's left and fix the waterscaping around the spiralpond, because sometimes they can look a little wonky, and when you're done with the pond, you can start decorating. You can already see how the spiralpond is starting to form. The only thing that I hate about this side of my island is the openings of the river. One of them is right here, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just ended up adding a bridge there for now. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or remove it and do something else with it, but that's future Luna's problem. So now I'm going to go around and adjust the pond to my liking. Also, don't mind all of my flowers on my beach. It looks like such a mess and I'm super embarrassed. I put them on my beach so that they can stop growing, because if I put them on my island, they will grow crazy and I don't need that many flowers going around. But yeah, I'm almost done terraforming. Then I'll show you guys how it looks. I know you guys mentioned that it's easier to follow along when I do it this way. I love how Filbert is just there drinking his orange juice. I love Filbert. He's just so dang cute. So yeah, here is how the spiralpond looks. Before I start decorating, I'm going to place down Flora's house and the staircase. This will make it a lot easier for me when I'm decorating. That way I don't have Lloyd in the way, because he do be getting in the way. Now that I'm done placing everything, we are going to start decorating. I started decorating in the center because I thought it would be a lot easier to make my way around versus doing it the opposite way. And I'm just filling it up with flowers and adding lots of flamingos. I'm not going to add too many because they don't start to get overwhelming and crowded, and I'm also adding some shell items to fit the tropical theme. I did change Flora's house a bit. I changed her door and roof to go with the theme as well. I do wish the shell wreath came in other colors, like maybe pink or purple, like the shell arch. That would make the houses look so much better, but you know, gotta work with what Animal Crossing gives you. As I was decorating, I was staring at the bottom part of the spiralpond and I didn't like how it was looking, so I went back and adjusted the river a bit to make it a little bit more more straight than all squiggly, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be squiggly, but not too squiggly. So I'm going to adjust the whole bottom part. Now that I'm done, I'm back at decorating. So I had an idea on how I wanted the center of the pond to be, but I didn't have a clue on how I wanted to decorate the rest of the area. My first thought was to surround it with trees, all sorts of different trees. But when I was trying to add them, I realized that I didn't have enough space for it. So I had to decide on which trees I was going to use. My next idea was to add the Maui statue that you can get from Gulliver. It's such a tropical item, but I didn't have the space for it either. So I'm thinking of adding it to the upper cliff next to this, along with more trees. So when you're walking through, you'll be able to see the statue and feel like you're in a fairy tropical jungle. Now that I'm done doing Flora's house, I've officially finished half of my villager houses, and now I only have 5 more villager homes to do. I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to put Audie and June's homes together by the beach, and I'm thinking of putting Marshall and Filbert together. Filbert is just so chill while Marshall is so sassy, so it's a great balance, and they're both squirrels, so perfect neighbors. And once I get Cleo, then she'll have her own space. Not sure where I'll place her, but she might be the last house I decorate. I'm going to do my sea castle first and then see where I can place her house. I'm thinking of doing an under the sea area in front of my house to kind of make it look like the Little Mermaid. I just need to find a sand path. If not, I'll just use the sand path from the game. The only thing I don't like about using the in-game paths is that they'll show up on your map, and I'm trying to go for a particular aesthetic, so it's showing up on the map kind of messes up my flow, but we'll see how it goes. Also, we're almost done with the build. I don't have Flora's photo yet. I was trying to trade with someone on Nookazon, but by the time I got the photo, I had already finished the build, so you'll see it in the island tour. Which, speaking of island tours, I'm happy to announce that I'm halfway done with my island. I only have the upper right side, middle, and lower left side left to decorate, plus of course my beaches, and we will be done. Maybe sometime this month I'll put a poll up on my community tab and you guys can vote on the next theme we'll do. I want to keep in the Fairycore theme, but do like a hybrid theme like what I'm doing right now, which is my favorite theme by far. Someone commented a long time ago, and I wish I kept the comment, but they suggested me to do a all Disney Princess Island and have different areas designated to each princess, and I would love to do that. If you were the one that suggested this, let me know, because I would love to credit you for the idea if I do end up doing it. So keep an eye out for that poll. But yeah, I'm finishing up the build and finishing up this little area. I'm not going to add a lot here, just going to add a few trees and some items to fill in the empty spaces, like the mushroom parasol, hardwood tree, and of course the mermaid sofa. Here's how the build ended up looking. I'm actually obsessed. This looks like a flamingo paradise, and I just know Flora will be happy when she sees it. The spiral pond turned out amazing, and if you end up recreating the pond, let me know in the comments how it went. This is how the entrance to the pond and the beach looks. Here is how Flora's house and her yard looks. She was actually sick, so she wasn't able to come out and see, but I know she'll love it when she does. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Oh, and we have Etoile here. Did she just casually push me to the side? How rude. Anyways, love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!